kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Claus. Trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work. At the 21-yard line. Lance now on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And Lance going to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Bridgewater. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Bridgewater flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Big hold to the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Well, we've seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. From the 44, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater to throw it. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Lance now on 1st down. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finds a seam inside the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play. But it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage. And in the end, that became a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On play action, Lance. He returns it right back to Samuel. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time. Rolling to his right. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action, now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Lance now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers would extend their lead here just before halftime. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now Lance. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. It's a squibber picked up around the 27, and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
What are you mad for?
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed.
It's just a game, dude. Cool your beans, dude.
That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that felt.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Another 2-point conversion attempt coming for the Niners. Lance going to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35. Play action now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Bridgewater on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Touchdown, Broncos.
Come on now, let's make it happen.
Bridgewater finding Cortland Sutton on the touchdown throw. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands teamed up. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Lance now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15 he goes. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On play action, Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab.
And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. On the slant, completes to Sutton. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man, and again it's Sutton. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater flushed out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They are not ready for us.
Touchdown, 49ers! And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now the Niners once again electing to go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They go play action. Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Throwing on first down is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. And it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot now for Bridgewater. This pass caught by Hamler. And they work this well upfield across the 45.